It's on!
Oh, my phone sounds like it's gonna explode. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sega Addicts After Hours episode 29. 29? Waiting for the camera? Okay, I'm your host, Scotty
29 already? Wow.
Yeah, we're getting up there. Getting old.
Fucking hell.
With me today is the mysterious Pocky X.
Lep in the hood come to do no good.
And Stevie Grant.
It does not feel like that many episodes at all. That's really scary.
Yeah, and Brett the Hatfield.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
So, alright, what's the Velvet Room been playing this week?
What have we been playing, Tom?
We have been playing Persona 4 Ultimax, Brett Hatfield.
Damn right we have! We had, it came out on Tuesday, and we had a Thursday Throwdown show, based around the game, and it was, I don't even want to say probably, it was the best episode so far. Incredibly fun, had some good people come out and play with us, and it was technically our de facto review of the game.
Yep.
We won't spoil what the score is. You're gonna have to watch the
All
the
2
YouTube-
hours of it.
all 2 hours of it to find out what we
Don't
think.
skip
But
to
it's
the
damn
end.
worth it. It's a great night.
It's our official review where we talk about gay porn.
Yes, yes.
Dude,
yes,
okay, can I just say this? I want to say this
So,
one thing.
under the
Listen,
report card rating, is it then, if you like this game, you might want to try men?
Yeah, no, can I just say, okay,
if you like Shadow
Scotty,
Hunt-
Scotty, I'll just say this. Do you think that it would be easy to convince a straight person that gay porn is something they would enjoy?
No.
Exactly. That's what the task that I was given when Tom asked me to pitch it to him. And
Yeah,
Sell him on it.
if I'm gonna be honest, I really don't think that it's Tom's thing. I just some people just can't appreciate some genres, and unfortunately, I don't think it will be Tom's cup of tea.
Good to know. Brett, do you play anything else?
Well, aside from Persona 4 Ultimax, I've been playing more Type 0. I'm going to try to beat it on the PSP finally, after so many save fuck-ups and everything.
Wait, you've never beaten Type 0?
I haven't beaten it because my saves keep fucking up.
No way.
Wait, you've
But I
never
know-
beat Type
Oh my
0.
I haven't, but I know what happens, so I'm fine.
The world is turning inside out. There's an earthquake. I think everything's going to end. This is like Tom
my
saying
gosh.
he's never seen an episode of Sailor Moon.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in
I
a
got
dream of a
this
dream.
I got
Yeah.
this close. I got this
How
close.
many
to being able-
levels deep are we right now, Scotty?
I don't know, but we have to go deeper.
I can take us deeper.
That's really relevant considering the previous conversation we just had. We need to go deeper.
Oh, man. I can't. I seriously can't. That's legitimately shocking to me that you have not beaten that game.
I was on the
Yeah.
I was on the last dungeon. And I was like, wait, shit. There's this cutscene I wanted that I can't unlock now. It's like forever gone since I did another quest, so I had to restart my game basically.
I
Just
would have
get that
just
one
beat the
cutscene.
game. I would have just beat the
Yeah.
game, Brett.
Nope,
Dude.
not for this character.
Dude.
It's my favorite character's final cutscene. I have
Don't
to have it.
fucking care.
That sounds like the first time I played Resident Evil and missed something, so I didn't have a weapon, so I had to kill the tyrant with like my shotgun or something. Cool.
Oh, I could have probably beat the game. I just wanted that cutscene.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous that you haven't.
Yeah, with as
I've
much as
seen
you
up
talk
on
about
YouTube.
that.
Look it up on YouTube, Brett, and beat the game, because it's really annoying me that you haven't beaten this game.
No, I already know how to beat the game. I know the
I
ending.
don't care. Beat it, because it's just going to get on my nerves. I won't be able to sleep tonight.
I'm
That's-
gonna beat it this week.
Your
I can
homework,
guarantee you
Brett.
that.
Your fucking homework. Do it.
I've
Yeah,
got 2 days
exactly.
off at some point this week. I'll do it.
There you go.
What else have
Can't
you
be
played,
that
Brett?
hard. It's only a
Anything?
JRPG.
Actually, the final dungeon's kind of brutal.
Not going to take up that much of your time. You can do it.
The rest of the game is easy as fuck, but the final dungeon is brutal.
How long can a Final Fantasy game be?
Right.
Right? How hard can it be?
I'll just restart it. You fucking idiot.
I not only did I restart it, I didn't have English translations at all until like way after I restarted. So I played through it twice without English translations. I am a god.
That's...
But you never
Okay.
finished it.
Yeah, yeah. You can't say you played through it if you
Yeah.
didn't finish it.
Right,
Brett,
exactly.
it's really. Oh my god, I think I'm getting a migraine.
God.
I will agree with Brett though. I have played a little bit of it, and I really didn't feel like I needed subs to get the gist of what was going on. It is pretty cinematic.
It's cinematic, but you know what's going on. You know everybody's at war.
Basically, fantasy Nazis. So that's all you need to know.
Yes.
Fantasy
Okay, I'm in.
Nazis.
Yeah.
Okay.
So play it.
Considering
Stevie.
I've already got normal Nazis.
Well, Stevie's ready to play it.
Good.
Yeah, I
Good.
know.
Have PS4 and buy that game and tell me what you think of the
Yeah.
Nazis.
Great. Did you play anything else, Brett?
Not really. Aside from Ultimax and Type Zero, I just watch Tekken subs and streams a lot. That's about it.
Pocky X.
Well, first I played some
Shit.
Ultimate.
Oh, go ahead.
Brett, you said you weren't gonna play your game during the recording.
No.
Right.
My effects.
I'm not
were-
allowed to eat a roast dinner during allowed to play a game, and that was
I'm
literally
not
something.
playing. My
That's
hands are
literally
off.
something we were talking about before we started.
Oh man.
No,
Tom.
my hands are off. It's the fucking lower third that went away.
Well, I found out one of my favorite hentai games of all time has got a remake.
Oh.
So,
Before you get going on that, speaking of hentai games, I want to talk about something that Mr. Tom sent me.
oh yeah, speaking of hentai.
No.
Yes!
Oh, okay. That's
Yes!
okay.
So you would say, speaking of hentai, I'd like to think about something Tom gave
I
you.
have not.
Yeah,
I've
wonderful.
not played this
He
yet.
did
because I've
give
been-
it to you. Brett, did he give it to you?
Look at that pizza.
He gave it to me hard.
Spoilers, there's not pizza in that pizza box.
Nope, there's not pizza in that pizza box. There's Catherine, which I've not played yet, but I'm going
Wait
to.
a minute. I just realized that Tom sent you underwear.
Yes, he sent. He sent me underwear
For
and a
the
body pillow.
for the listeners, yeah, the Catherine Love Is Over edition gets you a pair of boxer shorts that Vincent's running around in the game, and that's what Tom sent Brett.
And he sent me something else that I think this is a proposal.
Yep.
Oh, what,
Sure
what was
is.
your bonus? What did you get?
It's a game called Marriage.
Damn it! At least you can read yours. We'll get to that in a second.
And this is my first Saturn game. That's very sad.
What the fuck? What kind of gamer are you?
Somebody who couldn't afford a Sega Saturn back in the
I
day.
haven't beat my absolute favorite game of all time, but you know, hey, by the way, I write for the Sega fan site. Oh, I don't have a Sega system.
Hey man, I got
You know what I do? I sure like to Tumblr.
But I don't Tumblr that much.
Ow.
But when I Tumblr, I do it well.
I don't always Tumblr.
But when I do, I
I'm wearing
prefer
underwear
cis shit
content.
words.
What?
Stay just to see my friends.
Yeah. Tom, have you been playing it? I don't even know if you said you've been playing anything.
So,
Yeah,
I found out one of my favorite hentai games of all time is
Oh,
getting
right.
a remake. So I had to go and play another one instead, because I can't afford to buy the remake yet. I played some Ultimate Boob Wars,
Oh my gosh.
which is a game you can get on mangagamer.com.
Of course
And
you can.
It is about the war between giant tits and flat chest. And it is one of the most terrible things I've ever played in my entire life, and I do not feel good about it.
I don't know if I even want to ask this. Is it a strategy game or what?
No, it's a visual novel.
Of course it is.
Tom,
There's
Can I ask you a favor, pretty please? Can you stream this game?
Yes, I will stream it on
Please.
the official Sega Addicts channel.
Yes!
No, you will not stream it on the Sega Addicts channel.
Yay! Official
Yay.
Sega Addicts channel.
No, we'll stream it on
Hentai
Sega.
Tuesdays.
Sega Addict Boobies. Stream it on that channel.
Yep.
Boobies
Listen.
Monday.
This is Sega Addicts After Hours, so yeah.
Just-
Tits Tuesday. No. Tits Tuesday. That's a good one.
I was just gonna say just another Manga Monday.
But the thing is, you could also just play all the Rouge the Bat levels in Sonic Adventure 2 for Tits Tuesday as well.
That's true.
that is an idea that I won't go on.
Or just
What
play
happened?
Bayonetta.
What happened to Tits
Yeah.
Iraq? Or Boobs Iraq, there we go.
Yeah, Boops the Rack.
In
But
slightly,
nobody has drawn us fan art of that, and I'm very sad.
That's okay.
in slightly less interesting video games I've played, I picked up Super Smash Brothers.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey.
And that's been a lot of fun. This is my first Smash game since Melee. And
Wow,
it's
you didn't play Brawl?
I did not play Brawl. I've been wanting to for a very long time, but it's always been expensive, and I always thought it had gone down in price by now.
Yeah,
It's
it's still
finally-
It's still $30 at work. Which
That's that you're gonna be waiting a while. If there's anything I've learned working in games retail, Nintendo does not know how to be reasonable with their prices. Like it took the
Yeah.
first Mario game on the Wii almost 5 years to go down to whatever it is now. So
Well, in a way,
and
I kind of-
it's $20 still.
yeah,
it's $30 at work. And here's just the funny thing: I don't think Walmart understands price dropping in video games either, because
oh no, they don't.
our store, for example, we've had a copy of King of Fighters 12 there since 2010. It's still $49.
Wow.
That game was fucking terrible.
Well,
I almost feel like buying it just out of pity.
no.
No, Brett.
Then you'll get 15 more shipped to you.
Oh God.
Those will be like, whoa, this game's selling. I guess
I
that's
bet
an
this
inventory
person is
line
buying
vomiting.
this hates Final Fantasy Type 0.
Oh
Listen,
God. Our store didn't get Ultimax, which is bullshit.
That's not really surprising at all.
Yeah, they
got the
probably
first
went-
game. They got
They
the first
probably went,
arena.
you know, people who like Ultimax probably like Type 0. Has anyone in here beat it? No. Has anyone in this... No, okay, throw them away then. That's what happened, legitimately. I
That
heard.
sounds
Yeah, they
very
don't even
much like
ship
a
them out to
Walmart
other
decision.
stores that might need them. They just throw them away.
It's not coming to...
That's very much a Walmart
I
thing.
think they're going to go to Tom's house and repossess his copy.
Nice. Did you play anything else, Tom?
Speaking of Ultimax, I played that with Brett the Hatfield on Thursday, and we had one of the best Thursday night throwdowns we've ever done.
Wonderful, wonderful stuff.
Huge shout-outs to Ridiculous and TJ Kitsune for showing up and keeping us some good company, and one of Brett's friends showed up as well.
Yeah, the Tiger Fire, aka Tiffy Lockhart. He's a good friend of mine from another site, and he came by to play with us. Had a lot of good people in there. It was just a lot of fun. We're doing it again this upcoming Thursday as well, because Margaret's coming out, and God damn it, the hype's not going to die down from this that quickly. So yeah, we'll go ahead and announce that now. Next Thursday night.
Yeah, this is probably just going to be Ultimax month. Because
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else we want to play.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even want to play BlazBlue right now. I just want to play more
Smash.
of
Smash.
We can't stream a 3DS. I don't know how.
Camcord LP.
this.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! No!
Just get a GoPro and put it on your chin. That's cool though. I'm glad that's going well. I had to miss out
Last 2 weeks
because
have been phenomenal.
I missed out because I was being in a band and going to the Smash Brothers Midnight.
Shows how important we are.
Yeah.
And I also have been still chugging along with Hyrule Warriors.
Oh,
which
cool. You didn't mention
is
that
my
last
favorite
week.
Warriors game. It is definitely my favorite Warriors game.
I
wasn't on here last week.
That's right. That's why you didn't mention it.
In fact, right before this show started, I bought the season pass. That's how much I'm enjoying it.
It has a season pass?
Yep, it has a bunch of DLC. I have no idea what it's going to be.
You
but
can
if
play as a
buy it-
cuckoo.
Well, actually, you can get an army of them to attack you.
Nice. That's expected.
I've actually heard the DLC is like story missions and they're bosses from other Zelda games.
And there's
Yeah.
like character skins and shit too. It's really cool, actually.
One of them is Dark Link, which I'm totally excited for.
That's pretty cool.
And the
What's
thing about
I
characters
kind of feel.
Hyrule Warriors is it actually changes your moveset.
Really?
Yeah, it's not just a skin. It's like a complete.
Yeah. Yeah, the movesets, I haven't used them yet, but apparently the movesets match the game, which is real cool.
Oh, okay. Huh. That's
The
cool.
thing
though.
I would say about that's cool is that I think it's going to bring a lot of people to not hate Dynasty Warriors as much. For some reason, it's been a whipping boy, and I mean, they've been decent games, but they haven't been like
I mean, it is the Madden of action series. I'll give it that.
Totally, yeah.
Oh,
But
definitely.
I still prefer Sengoku Basara to Dynasty Warriors, but Dynasty Warriors does deserve more love than it gets.
Well, and I think the problem with Dynasty Warriors is try finding anyone in America who gives a flying fuck about Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah.
I mean, just try. But it's a lot more culturally relevant there, which is why guns are a lot more culturally relevant in America, which is why Call of Duty does well here.
Boo.
So it's just there's no way around it. But I really been liking the themed Dynasty Warrior games because I find that there's a lot more character to them, for lack of a better word.
Well, there's only so much you can get out of like 10, 15 games about the Three Kingdoms. You can get a little more characters about like Gundam or Zelda or something like that.
Yeah, and Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2 used to be my favorite Warriors game. Hyrule Warriors has taken that cake for me. It's just so much fun. And I didn't really play anything else aside from some other porn games. But
Wonderful.
I also picked up Silent Hill Downpour, which I
Haven't done that one yet.
I had it for the 360, but I never finished it. And then I sold my 360.
Is that one any
also,
good? Is it better than Homecoming? I mean, that's not saying much, but you know.
The ham sandwich is better than Homecoming.
Is a Jill sandwich better than Homecoming?
Absolutely.
Oh.
And I also picked up in my little bundle of games I got from Amazon, Metal Gear Rising.
Good.
You're gonna learn what violence beats soon.
What it breeds, you mean?
Oh god. Oh god. In the end, it's just the same.
You're gonna learn about the rules of nature, though.
Yeah.
I
And
forgot
you know Jack's status. You're gonna find out if he's back or not.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. I forgot to mention though, the best little bonus in Smash for the 3DS is the music box function, which you could actually continue playing music for the headphones while your 3DS is in sleep mode. So it could be kind of like an MP3 player.
I did not know that.
And then all you need to do is do that, go into the music selection screen, turn sleep mode on, and then hit play on Live and Learn.
Yeah.
And just
I forgot that song is in there.
That song is in there, and it's awesome.
Stevie, what have you been playing?
So not much except for like small stuff like Smash Brothers, just in train journeys and stuff. I got a PS4 recently, as you can see here. I'm kind of just using it as a drinks mat at the moment, as you can see. That's what I just been.
PS4, and it's the best coffee table I ever bought.
Yeah, I got The Last of Us remastered, but I want to wait until I've got. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold right now, so I'm just gonna fuck it. I also got The Last of Us remastered, and I just want more time for that, so that's why this is here. The first thing I did with it was download Netflix on it.
Last of Us is one of those games you can't play in less than like an hour at a time.
Yeah. I also got Outlast, the horror game that's
I need
on
to play
PS3 and PS4. I downloaded that. And also a game which I didn't even know had come out, but I was really excited for, and I had no idea, is Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey.
Yeah.
HD, New and Tasty. Like, when did that come out?
I don't even know. It sort of just popped up.
Yeah, that's really bad advertising. That's really shitty advertising.
Sega levels of bad
a single
advertising.
advert, but I know that much because I'm interested in it, and I still didn't hear about it.
Mm-hmm. Did you download the PT demo?
I haven't yet. I should actually. Yeah.
I cannot wait to hear what
I told you to do that.
I cannot
I'll
wait.
get it after the show. Mind you, I can't get my table wet.
All right, here's what you got to do, Stevie. You need to play and finish PT before Brett finishes Type 0.
I got the.
I could probably get all the graffiti souls in Jet Set like 3 times before Brett beats.
You could probably master the controls in Jet Set.
Yeah, exactly. I could beat tutorial.
Okay, that's a little...
Oh, mate, have you heard Scotty? He's beat the tutorial in Jet Set Radio.
Wait, did he?
No.
I gotta say, what kind of god are you if you could do that?
That'll probably never happen. That'll happen as a result of no sleep and lots of drinking. So
I just can imagine you like at a bar on the table with a bag of whiskey, just a bottle of whiskey.
Bag of
That's
whiskey.
that's how far I'll be gone. I'll be drinking whiskey out of a bag.
Let's just say
That's
bag. You want a
wine,
bag
it's
of
bag of
whiskey at the table, just pounding drinks, and the bartender comes up to you and goes, he just nods at you and says, "Jet set intro." And you just nod back, and it's a moment between you two, and you just carry on drinking out of your bag.
It's the Capri Sun of whiskey.
Let's do that. Oh, that's a good idea, Tom. So we can drink in the podcast. Let's hide our alcohol in bags. Or syringes. He won't notice that we're just constantly like dripping like syringes into our mouths.
Great.
Stevie,
Yeah, let's do
this
that.
is a good idea. We could market syringe shots.
That is it's copyright on that right now. Syringe shots, good idea. People come into your house, put a syringe in your face filled with vodka. That's it. Don't steal that. That's a good idea. Tom and
plus,
Steve, syringe thing.
This will be great for the heroin user demographic because it's not just a shot of whiskey. They do the shot. Now you have a clean syringe.
Yeah.
Stevie, have you played anything else?
What we could do to like build upon our heroin user base is, like heroin addicts often like run out of veins and can't find any. What we could do is we could provide a service where we find new veins for them.
Game veins.
Yeah, and that's what I've been playing.
You're welcome, Tom.
Smash Brothers. Go on, Scotty.
That's all right.
Sorry. Sorry.
I just let it go sometimes.
Let it go, let it go. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I heard. I am sad to admit I've heard that song recently in the past week, but
that song is awesome. Frozen's a good movie.
They play that work. They play that at work constantly.
I fell asleep watching it.
Oh, Scotty.
What
Anyway.
I've noticed is there's this when I work self-checkouts at work, they have these fruit snacks that have the Frozen characters on it. And it's like the redhead one looks normal, but like if you stare at the one with the white hair for longer than an hour, you will realize how fucking messed up her face really is.
All
Like
right,
her
2
anatomy.
points. 2 points. I have 2 points here.
Oh God.
What do you mean 2 points?
1, how exciting is your job that you're staring at fruit snacks? And 2, why are you
Exactly.
staring at fruit snacks for more than half a second?
Exactly. That's
Scotty,
Walmart for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, when you said 2 points just then, I thought you had reached the moment where like a parent had started going, okay, that's 1 point and 5 points and you're off to your room for the rest of the
Count to 5. Or...
One for our heroin conversation, one for that. That's why I answered then. Legitimately, I thought you were keeping points on us.
I don't know.
I've never heard of a point system.
Neither have I.
I've heard count to 5 or you get the switch.
That might be an English thing.
What,
I
beating
don't
your
know
kids?
what I was saying. Like a point system would be good.
So earlier in the week, I was playing more Jet Set Radio as always, just going through that and whatever. I also got Smash Brothers, and I was playing that, and it's fun. I've barely done anything in it though. And Tom sent me a gift as well, and he gave me the awesome K-On! Game, which is pretty much a rhythm game based on an anime that's about some girls that have to save the music department and form a band.
We must protect Mookie.
It's
at
also
all
a Sega
costs.
game.
It is a Sega game. Where the hell is the logo? Oh, there it is, up on the top. Yeah, it's cool. I only played one song because I can't read a damn thing in it. So it is sort of odd that. Oh, and it has awesome stickers. It's cool. It's colorful. It's sort of odd that every menu you use the circle button to select things rather than the X. I don't know if that's a Japan thing or
That
what.
is a Japan thing. Type 0 does that. Sonic Heroes did that, I believe. Even in
I don't know.
America.
I
Every
have it on
import,
GameCube.
every import PlayStation game, that's the way you play it.
The only one
Cool.
that doesn't do that that I've imported is BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma. It used
God
the
damn it,
X.
always
So that's a thing. I'll try to play more of that somehow. And Tom also sent me a Sega Saturn import game, and I have no idea what it is. I think it's like a collection of stuff. On the back, you can see maybe a character from Parappa the Rapper. I don't know, but it's interesting, I guess. I can't play it on my Saturn either because I don't have a RAM card or anything. But there is an interesting game in here called Legend of Sarah: Virtua Fighter Part 2.
What?
Oh, wait. But the better thing, let me see if I can get this up on the screen here, is the title of this one game called The King of Space. What's it? The King of Space, Chic Protector Man. Good stuff
Oh
right
my
there.
god.
Oh,
Why
God.
aren't I playing this now?
Is that sort of like a chic version of Pepsi Man?
I think, like, the Chic Razors? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. They might not know English.
Pepsi Man!
And, not really a game I played, but my girlfriend went to Disney and brought me back the best gift in the world. She got me a Knuckles plushie.
Hells yeah.
Disney?
Yep. Yeah, it was in Epcot.
What? Why?
Why?
In the Japan world.
What? That doesn't make sense.
I
He's
don't
not saying
know.
Japan, just put anything. Sonic, yeah, whatever, fuck it.
He's
Video
rougher than
games.
the rest of them. Check out his
Doesn't
nipples.
matter if it was aimed or catered
He has
towards
nipples?
American audience, put it in there.
I showed them to you. Nipples. Nipples the enchilada. Pretty well made, so I'm happy with them. And it. Yeah, but that's all I've been playing. Not a whole lot. So I'm going to be playing some more Smash, though, that's for sure. Maybe we can let everybody know our friend codes later on, and we can have a Sega Addicts After Hours throwdown with the peeps that tolerate us on the internet.
And apparently there's one that really hates us, and I don't know who it is. But
What are
like
you talking about?
everything. Oh, have you been paying attention to the YouTube ratings and shit?
No.
There's actually somebody who's like disliked every single thing we've put out.
Wait,
That's
what?
awesome.
That's first of
Cool.
all, that's quite brilliant. Second of all, who? And have
I
they
don't
made
know
any
who. It
comments?
doesn't tell us who it is. It just
Oh,
Is it,
okay.
are there
I'll
any
look into
negative comments that we can read? Because they're always so
No!
funny.
every comment we've gotten is
Oh.
nice.
Those are the
So
best.
wait,
One of
are
the
you
best things
saying-
that happened to me on YouTube was when I got a YouTube hater and he started posting videos like trying to smack talk me. It was great.
Wait, sorry, I think my mind's
smack
really
talking
boggled. You
what?
had someone on the internet who hates a thing and all he does is silently dislike it. This is
All right,
unfounded
so-
on the internet.
So here's a thing for you out there. I have no respect for you if all you do is click the dislike button. I want to know how horribly I suck. Post in the comments. Tell
I-
us.
I'm just talking about saying, "Oh, fat dyer."
I think I think it's hilarious, and I say bring it on. But yeah, if you legitimately could critique us, that would be cool. But if you hate us, then awesome. I don't give a shit.
Well, no, if you do, I want to know about it. I want to know about why I should die in a fire. This is
No.
I
No.
judge myself based upon how other people see me. You can crush me with your words.
Speaking of words, do you guys want to talk about some news?
Probably.
Because we
Yeah,
can
why
do that. All right.
Probably a good idea.
Look at them fist bumping, 'cause they're buddies and they're friends. Okay, why is it
You should
so...
sing every intro.
I might start doing that.
Do it.
So the first thing we got up is I don't know how much of news it is because it's just kind of happens, but Crazy Taxi City Rush got a Hulk Hogan takeover. Brett, would you like to talk about this? Even though I'm pretty sure you're the only one that doesn't own the game, you know the most about it
I
somehow.
don't own the game yet, but here's the thing. Nobody understands why this has happened. I'm a big
Yeah.
wrestling fan, and there's a site I go to called Woo, and nobody there even understands what the fuck is going on.
It's just called Woo.
Yeah. It's an image board. It's part of 420chan. And
Wait,
it's,
so wait. Say what it was part of again.
it's a part of 420chan. It's like the
Oh
only
my
non-drug
God.
part of it.
Serious?
I am
Oh.
dead serious.
There's no
Brett.
non-drug part of a 420 anything.
Brett, Brett,
It is
please.
kind of weird when they advertise certain things and people are behind it.
Anyway, look at this
Brett, you
Hulkamania.
That's
Check
so
it out,
nuts.
brother. He is
So,
super
Scotty,
Christian.
Oh, what you gonna do, brother?
Scotty, when you started tweeting pictures of this, I thought it was a bad Photoshop.
Oh, really?
I thought you were
I,
tweeting Brett a joke.
It started out as me. Well, I was updating my apps, and I looked at the new Crazy Taxi update, and it just had a list of the Hulkamania thing, and so all I did was a screen cap and tagged Brett in it, and I was like, well, here you go. And he didn't. I don't think he believed it at first either.
I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, what the fuck is this?
It's so ridiculous. And
You must have thought
has-
you were in a fever dream.
Yeah!
I think the most interesting thing about this is that the update also is coming with controller support, which means someone out there still is supporting iOS controllers.
I think
Wait, what?
I think one of the funniest things about this is in the promotional art. Hulk
Okay,
Hogan-
someone's rubbing their mic.
It might be me breathing. I don't know.
Just stop breathing then.
Yeah,
God.
goddamn. It's not like I needed to live or anything.
I
But
think it's you, Stevie. Maybe just push it away from yourself a little bit.
stop breathing, Stevie. God.
Oh, maybe I
But like
should.
one of the funnier things about this is the promotional art has Hulk Hogan's cross upside down. Like,
Shit.
okay, Hulk Hogan's the Antichrist, confirmed.
Oh, that's lovely.
What you gonna
I did
do,
not-
brother? When the Four Horsemen run? What? Wait, I wasn't part of the Four Horsemen, brother.
Did not see
That
that.
was Ric Flair, brother.
But it has him driving around in his 24-foot Python or something. And,
What you gonna do when the 24-inch pythons run wild on you, brother?
Not 24-inch.
That's what he calls them, though. So I'm gonna
No,
go.
is it?
4-inch python?
It's a 2-inch
Oh,
car,
I actually read it
confirmed.
wrong. So Brett's correct in talking about a dick. So yeah, it's got different challenges. You can actually win some prizes and stuff, I believe, as well.
Yeah, like signed memorabilia and shit.
Yeah, so that's cool. It's completely random, but as I said to who was it? Actually, Chris from the Sega Nerds, he replied to it, and I was like, I'm just as accepting of Hulk Hogan's involvement in things as much as I am with the band Kiss at this point.
They own a football team. I looked into this the other
That's-
night,
Not surprising.
and
But,
it's the only thing it's good for is they actually have decent-looking uniforms. But
okay.
God.
See, when you said that, I thought you meant like there's a downloadable Kiss football team.
no, they actually own
And I
a
was like,
football
well,
team.
that might be some sweet uniforms in a video game if they're themed after the band Kiss. But
Let me show you this.
no,
Super
I don't
Smash
care.
Brothers
No,
should
I
have
don't
ultimate
care.
kiss.
Damn it, I
No.
don't care.
How
All
do you
right,
know
more
I'm not?
importantly than football, and it's kind of unfortunate, is do you pronounce it Westone, I think?
Yeah.
Westone Bit Entertainment is actually filing for bankruptcy. For those that don't know, they are known for making the Wonder Boy and Monster World games, but they haven't been doing too well. And the site's already been closed. Their Facebook account hasn't seen any activity since June. So unfortunately, yeah, that was like one of the very first Sega things. So people are sad about that. But what was I reading here? So I don't know if anyone remembers, but they had the Monster World games re-released on. Was it on X? I know it was on XBLA. Were they on PSN?
Yep.
They're on Virtual Console as well.
Yeah.
Get
So
the Monster World collection on
I would.
PSN.
I'd
Yeah.
recommend.
It's just Monster World 4 on Virtual Console.
I'd recommend grabbing those now and saving them to something because you might not be able to get them soon. Like they might just disappear.
And if you can only afford one, get Monster World 4 ASAP. It is a gem, an absolute gem.
That's cool though. Yeah, I don't think I've played any of those, even though I own one of them on Master System. But
Gotta get Monster World 4.
what the fuck is that, Brett?
What's that up to?
I told you I was gonna do it. There you
Scotty,
go.
Monster World 4 on PSN. Get it, ASAP.
I don't know which one I own. Let me. I have Wonder Boy and Monsterland. That's the one I have.
Yeah. Monster World 4 never came out in the US. It was a
But
translation.
how much it is on PSN? Because the XBLA thing is like 3 of them for $15 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, you could get them individually.
Oh, okay.
I bought it individually since I didn't want the other ones. I just wanted Monster World 4.
That's cool.
Really good.
I like how they did that for that one, but the Toe Jam and Earl collection, I mean, this is me on a tangent real quick. On XBLA, that was a really nice collection, and how you could pick them between, like, little digitized Sega Genesis sitting in front of TVs and stuff. But on the PSN, it's just menus. It's just menu and, like, scroll bars and stuff. I was kind of disappointed with the layout, but it's a rant. So that's some sad news, but maybe sad news, I don't know, it's news. The Alien Isolation embargo was lifted, and so ratings for the game are out everywhere. It's kind of all over the board, because some people are giving it as high as like 9s out of 10s. Some people are saying it's just subpar. I saw the scores, but I'm not going to read any of the reviews, because I do plan on getting this game, and Sega Addicts is actually going to have a review of it. So I want to hold my judgment till actually checking it out.
Who's doing that one? That's Alex DeLeo, right?
Yeah, Alex DeLeo will be doing the review for it. He's pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to hear about it. I wanted someone other than me to do it because I feel like I'm a little too biased. So,
just a word of warning to the listeners. I heard the IGN review is spoilerific, so avoid that one.
I've never read IGN anyway, so... But thanks.
Can I just say I called it on most of the reviews, which are kind of meh. All I've seen are meh, and sometimes, oh, this is really good. Some of it is. A lot of people are saying it's too long and that the pacing is kind of fucked up. And then it gets old pretty fast, and that the alien AI isn't as good as everyone was saying it was, which is everything that I thought of when I was playing the demo. It's only a demo, so what do I know compared to people who have played the full game? But that's my experience, and why I'm having my fears confirmed to me by the reviews, which are saying kind of the same things that I was, but on a bigger scale.
The one good thing about like kind of Mav reviews though is there's no giant outcry like Colonial Marines had. It's at least better than that. Not that
but remember that Colonial Marines was a special case in that it had been falsely advertised.
Yeah, that was more... The Colonial Marines reviews were more reaction to the super hype that Gearbox gave it than it being meh.
The dishonesty, basically.
Yeah, true.
And it was so much worse. It wasn't. You can't play that game like the original one.
It's not as bad. I mean, it's just.
It's been patched many times.
It's just a shooter.
And even you can't play it when it's patched because it's just boring.
Yeah, that's the I think that's what Josh even said back when he reviewed it. Was like it was more fun playing because him and I played through the campaign a little bit before it was patched, so it was super wonky and like hilarious with some of the flaws. But then they patched it, and it was just like. This is just another shooter now. It's kind of lame.
We still have Sonic 06 for funny things to make.
We'll always have 06.
06. Which is only funny when someone else is playing it, and you get to profit off their misery.
Yeah.
Like me.
That happened. There was a Sonic Boom trailer kind of thing for the cartoon coming out on November 8th. And it shows more of the humor side of it, which I'm gonna watch it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't going to. I'm not gonna like set aside time and sit down, like Tom does for Sailor Moon or anything, but I'll watch it.
Sailor Moon replay.
I watched Shut up! I do that. Shut up. I watched the trailer for the cartoon, and I have to say. I was actually kind of impressed. It looks like Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Saturday morning cliche.
Which isn't a thing anymore.
Yeah. Ironically,
there's no Saturday morning.
Past Saturday morning was the first Saturday morning ever to not have cartoons playing on it, and I was honestly depressed for a second when I read that. That's messed up.
I'd like to say that the cartoon looks infinitely better than the game. at least in my opinion. But the one thing that really pissed me off about the cartoon, though, is the voice acting for Styx the Jungle Badger or Honey Badger or whatever the fuck it is.
I wasn't bothered by it.
That was ear-gratingly bad for me.
Oh, she's not that bad, Brett.
Oh no, that was bad. That was... Oh, God.
Brett, you like Shadow the Hedgehog. Come the fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, at least his voice acting's good.
That's it. What?
What?
Yeah! It's good for a
Damn.
laugh. This one...
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, at least there's that...
Oh.
Long time no see. Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Scott, can
Faker. Bleh.
I'll make you eat those birds!
Scotty, you need to voice like Shadow and make a rap album.
Wouldn't it be more of like a dashboard confessional sort of thing?
That would be also good. Either way, you
No,
need
no, no, no,
to do
Shadow
that.
is strapped, yo. He needs to be a rapper.
Scotty, do it and name the album Birth Defects.
Yes, yes. Have a song with the leprechaun from
I just met a girl named Maria.
And that's the entire album right there.
That's it. Yeah. It's called Maria. It's called Maria, but spelled with a 4, and like it says ever below it or something. Maria
And there's
forever.
there's a tear coming from the letter A.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm Brett, motherfuckers, give me head, motherfuckers, in my bed, motherfuckers, fuck yeah! That's my rap for you, Brett.
That was actually the best rap that will ever be on this show.
Oh my
We
gosh.
all go into, you know...
So
The-
Sonic Boom cartoon. Yeah, I
It
mean,
looks good. I think it looks good. I don't like...
Sorry,
The only-
I just find it funny that Tom left.
oh, he sure
He
did.
laughed! Oh!
Yeah, you didn't even notice. Listeners, I found this funny because it just happened. When they were talking, Tom just got up and walked out of frame. I thought it was really funny.
Well, that's probably because I was looking at the news article. I wasn't looking at the chat window that I didn't see him. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be entertaining. But it's like a, what is it, 7-minute or 15-minute episode. So
That's like 2 episodes per 30 minutes, kind of like
Excuse me.
cartoon shit. So it's gonna be fine. I think I'm gonna give it a shot because
I'm gonna dig it.
it looks good. That's more than I can say about the game.
I think it'll be alright. I think, it's it really depends because the quality of kids' cartoons is so good. Like, some of them are absolutely brilliant. Like Problem Solvers, and that's not a joke, you should watch it, it's genuinely brilliant. But there are like Cartoon Network shows that adults love because they do have deeper layers and they're more procedural than anything. Adventure Time has recently developed into a more bittersweet show. So there is a lot of intellect going behind them. I'm just thinking that Sonic Boom might not be allowed to maybe ascend to the level of the more artistic, let's say, Cartoon Network shows or something like that.
Let me see
Yeah.
who's writing this.
I hear you.
I think it'll be fine for kids, but not fine for everyone, which is what Cartoon Network's been doing recently.
Yeah,
Right.
Who's
Um,
writing?
like
I think-
Sonic X.
I still have
God
bit of
damn
that.
it.
Sonic X, Sonic X, Sonic X.
But it could be entertaining. I think it. I mean, I'm gonna check it out. Also, they had a new trailer for Sonic Boom the game that throws Shadow in there and also Metal Sonic. It looks like Metal Sonic is he's gonna have his staple race boss level thing. But I thought it was cool. Everybody watched that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The,
I liked it when Shadow got kicked in the face.
That's a good part.
That's a great way to debut him for people who might not know him. They're like, yeah.
What are
this
you
guy-
talking about?
Yeah, that's not a great way.
Who
But
doesn't
actually,
know
didn't they-
Shadow at this point?
Didn't they say that it was just the main 4 characters, and then they would all just be new characters?
He's just gonna be probably a buddy or something in there or like an enemy
But
at
there's
first
also
and
Metal
then
Sonic.
whatever. I will say this, when Metal showed up, Well, first it was cool that he drops in, and all you see is him staring at Sonic and Sonic's reflection in his face.
Yeah, that was cool. I'll give
But
it to him.
I like that Tails said, "Oh, it's Metal," not instead, "Who's this guy? He looks like Sonic." I'm glad they didn't feel like they had to once again reintroduce Metal, or
Let's
just
call him
any
Metal
character.
Sonic.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Hyper Metal Sonic.
So it's cool that he's in there. I don't know. You couldn't really see that it was anything more than a boss battle, but that's okay. I think it's probably the same thing with Shadow. Like I don't think he'll be. Well, I don't remember if they said other characters will be playable besides those four, and if it is, it's probably not going to be any more than I'm Shadow. I'm going to hit this switch. All right, I'm Sonic again. You know.
They might do
It's
like
going to be
unlockable
awful,
skins
like in
or
Sonic
something.
06.
Oh well.
But
Did you?
the trailer, I believe that trailer also showed the 3DS game, and that looked fucking fun.
Yeah, and it looks like they're not really sticking to sticks only being in the 3DS version, and like I guess the story was that Amy gets captured in the 3DS version. I think they're just kind of starting it out as that, but they're going to have everybody in both versions probably.
I'm thinking that the one thing I did like was in the Wii version, there was something that reminded me of Sonic Generations, which was there was I think it was just one clip which had Metal Sonic in front of you, and you're looking
the
at Sonic's behind, and you're going left and right like in Sonic Generations modern stages.
I love those bits. So
Yeah,
I'll
there'd be
give it-
extra boss fights that you get. Like I think Shadow and Silver's one of those boss fights. But it reminds me exactly of that. So if that's in there, it at least shows me they're at least inspired by Sonic Generations a bit.
What was funny is that Metal Sonic was the only boss you didn't fight like that in Generations. You fought him as Classic. So I guess they're finally, coming full circle by giving him a boss fight like that.
Yeah, that's cool. And then one more bit of news. Bayonetta 2 has some sort of spoilers, sort of things going on.
Stevie,
But
mute us.
people are...
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you need to mute... Don't mute us just yet.
Don't mute us at all. That'll be bad for the show.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
It's not bad for business.
Actually, what I'll do is, listeners, before we started, I was having some mic trouble, so what I was doing on the webcam side was writing things on my iPad and shoving it in the camera for everyone else to read. I'll mute everyone and just do that from now on.
Not just for this segment, but
No,
for the
no,
rest
no.
of
Right.
recording.
Actually,
as
let's
always.
all just do it. Let's all communicate on cam.
Yeah,
but
that'll
through
be
the
a blast.
No, I'll just play Hyrule Warriors.
So Bayonetta 2 does feature some Star Fox Easter eggs, but people were using this as an excuse to say, is Platinum making a Star Fox game? Which I guess was in talks before, which I didn't hear anything about, but...
I don't think so, because, like, at E3, the thing they hinted at was that Miyamoto was working on a new Star Fox game. I don't think they'd give
really?
Platinum a Star Fox game while Miyamoto is working on what is supposedly the next big thing with Star Fox. I think this was just a nice tease inside the game that they were making, that because you had the costume, this is the thing that would happen, and it would be fun.
It doesn't. I mean, it's the internet being the internet. Like there's Stevie. Do you know about most of the costumes already in there? Because I don't want to spoil too much. If
Yeah,
you're
no, I'm fine about costumes and stuff. I just mean like actual content in the game.
The story.
Fuck, I'll stop being a baby over this and Bayonetta 2.
No, it's.
I just think that it's really, really telling how little Sega are influenced in the game, involved in the game even, and I know that's shitty saying this on a Sega podcast, but it's true because even in the actual content of Bayonetta 2 itself, not just in a revisit to Bayonetta 1, there's this big reference to this big reference to a Nintendo franchise. So this just confirms it. It was already confirmed it, but I'm sorry, this game ain't coming to PC or anywhere else.
Oh right, yeah. What that they did. Let me just try that all over again. When you get a Star Fox, I guess you have to play it through whatever to unlock a Star Fox outfit, and when you are wearing that outfit, at one point, Jean flies in on a jet and shoots some missiles at a boss. Well, if you're wearing the Star Fox outfit, an R-Wing flies in and shoots missiles at the boss. and which is pretty cool. And then there's another part which I guess it's still a shout to Sega because there's a level in the game that plays a lot like Afterburner.
Yeah. This
and-
was in the first game too.
Yeah, well, I mean, more.
I think this is the first game.
Are you sure?
No. The first game. I saw
wait.
the level. The first game's level was at night. This one was during the day.
Oh, okay.
This
Maybe
one-
they changed it because Nintendo's trying to be more family friendly.
And darkness and the night is pretty unfriendly.
Yeah. She's not gonna be like, wanna touch me. She's gonna be like, want a muffin?
Wanna hug me?
Want a nice, friendly, consensual side hug?
But there's
Don't.
in the one
don't
level
fuss with a
there's
witch.
in the one level that is similar to Afterburner. If you're wearing the fox suit, you actually control an R-wing, and some of the verbal lines in it are hints towards Star Fox and stuff. So it's kind of funny. But I think it's awesome.
It's not just that. It's the actual mechanics change to Star Fox. So instead of the Afterburner, like many lock-ons and then launching many missiles at once, it's single lock-on.
And you have bombs as well.
Using the R-wing bombs.
Yeah.
Which I think
And
is
you
really
can
cool.
do
that
barrel
they-
rolls.
Yeah. I think it's
Um,
really cool that they changed the entire mechanics of the level to match the costume.
Yeah.
That's
and,
crazy work for a cameo.
Yeah, it really is, and I love when I watched the video for this. I did not know that you could unlock a chain chomp to follow you around, so I'm pretty excited for that. That was also following her. Yeah.
It was
That's
attached to a
fucking
leg.
blew my mind right there.
It's sad, but the unlockables are getting me more excited for this game than just the game at this point.
Really? Wow, that's totally the opposite for me. I'm just dying for this game. It's the only other game I've been looking forward to, the AAA game, other than Alien Isolation. We all
He
know
said
what.
showing off his new PS4.
It's a drinks coaster.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'll put
The
it.
most
Back.
Skip the
advanced
35.
home coaster of all time.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty shiny as well.
It only does everything.
It does. That's the thing. It only does everything, and one of those things is acting as a coaster for your drink.
They aren't lying.
Yeah.
Fucking miss Kevin Butler.
Yeah, my PS3 stop is too curved to be a coaster. This is an advancement.
Oh my! Hey,
yes.
mine is holding
Not if you
Yuki
put it on its
Karamagi,
side.
so you know.
Let's all just start using expensive things as coasters.
I'll use my Ouya.
I'll use my
No,
car.
expensive
Oh, I've already
things.
done that to my car.
Actually, no, sorry. I should have said worthwhile things. Even.
Hey, oh, that... I just forgot two of the biggest games I was playing. I can't believe it. It's so stupid.
All right, say it real
Restart
quick.
the
and-
show. Restart the
That's
show.
relevant.
Well, do we have anything
Restart.
else to say about Bayonetta before Tom recollects?
I was just going to say, why aren't you looking forward to it? I'm actually really curious because you seem like a really big fan of Platinum games. Not that this doesn't make you a fan.
What? Who? Wait, what? Who was that directed?
Is there any reason in particular that you're not hyped up for Bayonetta 2 as much as some other Sega fans are?
Probably because it's on Wii U and I'm trying not to buy a new system anytime soon. But I am excited for it. I mean, like when I saw the video of the giant boss that destroys a plane that you're on, or not a plane, a train that you're on, I mean, it just reminds me that that game is going to be awesome. But yes, I try not to get too excited because I probably won't get it anytime soon.
So you are excited, you're just trying to hide it from yourself.
Pretty much, yeah,
Same here.
because money. So,
Because shitty systems.
oh my gosh, god damn it, Brett, shut up. You haven't played it.
Yeah.
Tom, what else did you
terrible.
play?
I played Never-Ending Nightmares on the Ouya, which is very good. I recommend it to Stevie.
I think that's on PC.
Yep, I recommend it to Stevie. I think Stevie would like it very much.
That's where I think I saw.
I'll look it up.
What
But
else?
you say it's on PC. It's an Ouya game. It's not exclusive, is it?
No.
I'm disappointed in the Ouya because it seemed like a revolution at first, and it's basically just been a cube.
It's been a port station.
Yeah, pretty
Nice.
much. It's just been
The port station for.
Well, relevant
It's
to
been
this
a
show.
Cell phone
Relevant
console.
to this show. And the most excited I was to talk about a game that I completely forgot about. I was so excited I forgot. Is Pierre Solar.
Oh. You played it.
Yeah.
That's technically new.
How did you forget that when that's the most relevant thing you played to this podcast?
Do you see why I'm so upset with myself? I got it. I actually bought it 3 times. I helped kickstart it, and when I did that, I bought it on the Dreamcast. So who knows when that's going to come out? And then I bought it on the Ouya, and then I bought it on the PS3. I bought that game 3 times, and I have no regrets. But yeah, it's a classic JRPG, and it's a lot of fun to play, and it's got a charming story, and everything about it seems great, and I recommend it to everyone.
Cool. I do want to get it. I'm waiting for the Dreamcast, which we sort of BS'd about last week with the Sega nerds. All right, awesome. Well, without any other things to talk about, we'll get into the main topic. So, all right. So, this month is the month of Halloween, and what we're going to start it off with is talking about our first spooky games that we played, like the first things that actually legitimately scared us or creeped us out or, made us not want to keep playing, I guess you could say, almost. Who wants to start it off?
Every horror game I've ever played. Like I said before, I play horror games because I fucking love them. But I also have Brett's tolerance for scariness. So,
Yeah.
like, to give you an example, the first time I played Silent Hill 1, I watched the opening. With the Silent Hill theme and the almost TV show-esque kind of
Yes.
opening. That song itself freaked me out enough that I stopped playing.
It's the mandolin song, right?
I'm pretty sure they use an electric guitar for that, though.
Oh.
I can't remember it.
This is actually
I've
the
seen-
same thing, and I
I've
guess
seen
it
Akira Yamaoka play it on an electric guitar. I don't know what the original song did.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, it's my Halloween tradition, though, is every October I pop
There you
in
go.
Silent Hill 2 for a bit. Yeah, that's the one.
That thing. Yeah, I remember that now. That's it's along the lines of like the Walking Dead show theme. It's like, let's get as many dissonant notes in here as possible.
Yeah, that game freaked me the fuck out, and to this day, I still think Silent Hill 1 is the scariest Silent Hill game.
Yeah.
It's actually the first scary game I experienced as well.
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying. But yeah, that Silent Hill 2, the story is so deep and interesting that it actually outweighed the fear for me. And I actually got through it. Yeah, and I got through it purely on curiosity.
Oh,
Scotty,
yeah.
are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm seeing lots of noises sounding like this coming from Brett's screen and him just staring off into space. So he's either
Brett,
looking
I
at
think we all
porn.
know why he's staring into space, considering we now know he frequents 420 chan.
Boom.
Dude, chill, bro.
So he's either enjoying
Oh god, I
some
hope
of those,
you're dressed up in a Rastafarian outfit next episode.
I'll show up with my shitty braids.
Yeah, please.
So he's either looking at some porn or playing a fighting game.
I am definitely playing a fighting game. I'm beating the shit out of Tom's wife too.
God, can you just please start watching porn during the show, Brett? That would make me so happy.
Silent Hill. Great. That's indirectly my fault that happened. I'm sorry.
I was actually scared before you, though, Tom, with Silent Hill. My brother had it, and I was scared at the cover, because it's not the same cover as the US cover. The US cover.
The US cover, we just have a face, I think.
Yeah, well, ours is still a face, but it's like it's really weird. Our box arts are mismatched. The Europe edition of Silent Hill 2's box art is actually, I got it here, and The Silent Hill
like
2
that
box
black
art in
steel side,
America
basically?
I was
is
trying to
like
look
this
it up.
green face kind of.
Mhm.
And this was the one for our version
Yeah,
of Silent
Yeah,
Hill
that's a
2.
much better box.
much better.
And they're kind of reversed in a way because
Huh.
this is just sort of a little bit of a face obscured, which is the same one. But our one was like the green face, like this really weird, like disturbing child's face. Or at least it was really weird and disturbing when I first saw it as a kid. But my brother had the strategy guide, and that was blown up way bigger. I remember a couple of moments watching him play, but the most intense one was there's a boss on it that's on a carousel, and you're running around the carousel, and I think I forgot her name. She's a main Silent Hill staple. The police officer with a woman.
You're talking about the
woman?
first game still, right?
First game, yeah.
Sybil.
Okay. Oh,
Sybil,
holy
that's what I-
shit!
Yeah.
Sorry, I just found the cover for the first Silent Hill game. Yeah, I'm gonna show this in a second, but keep talking, Stevie.
The Europe Silent Hill, the first one, yeah.
Yeah. Well, oh wait, it's a soundtrack. What the fuck?
You just type in PAL version.
That might work better.
But
Yeah.
no, the carousel goes round and she disappears, and she'll just appear sometimes, and it's a really freaky, and I really kind of want to go back and see that boss fight now because it's actually kind of unique. But that's what scared me more than anything was the first Silent Hill when that first came out. Just watching my brother play.
Yeah, that game is scarier than any other Silent Hill game, and that game I think prioritized scaring you over story.
Is this the cover that you're talking about, Stevie?
Yes, that's it. That freaked
Okay.
me out as a kid.
That is a fucked up cover.
It's for those. Well, the American version is just a grayed out, like grainy.
It looks like a Photoshop, if I'm going to be honest, the
The
American
main character's face, yeah, but the PAL version, I can't really tell if it's severed or not, but it's a head just like laying on the ground, and it's kind of matted and bloody and gross, and it's creepy.
It's a lot like the Silent Hill 2 American cover.
The American one, I'm trying to remember.
It's just a face, and it's scream. It's not like a bloodied face. It's just I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The GameCube Resident Evil as well. I played that, and that's actually a really shit scary game.
It can be, yeah.
The remake, right?
Yeah, the remake, not Resident Evil 4. I'm not scared of that game.
Resident
No,
Evil
the
4
game
is
wasn't-
not scary.
Yeah,
They
the
stopped
first
being
10
scary
minutes have
after
a bit of
3.
tension.
Unless you're scared of little people, dressed as Napoleon.
Yeah, that was
That was,
something.
oh no, Sadler. Never mind.
Salazar.
It was Sadler and Salazar, and I go.
God, you can't even get the difference between Sadler and Salazar. God.
Jeez.
It's been a while since I played it.
You're not a real
Jeez.
gamer. You're a fake gamer guy.
Yeah, fake.
Hashtag Gamergate. I did not. Get
You started
through the
Gamergate. Everyone knows that. You're Brett Quinn.
I had an idea for a gamer game.
You
last night.
made a game called Brett Pression Quest.
I had an
The
idea
Bretchen
for
Quest.
Gamergate last night.
Fucking
But
hell, I don't know the talk.
Speaking of scary, I had this idea of just browsing the Gamergate hashtag and finding my some choice quotes, favorite quotes, and writing them, putting them on pictures of Severus Snape, with a comma after all of them saying Potter, and calling him Gamer Snape.
Gamer Snape.
And
Wow.
I thought that'd be fun, but I realized I don't feel like getting the wrath of the internet after me. I'm gonna keep quiet. But because of that, I do have like 50 pictures of Snape on my phone right now.
I would love it if you lost your phone and someone went through your messages.
That'd be great. So that was Tom, but also kind of Stevie as well.
Yeah, sorry about that. I only just thought because of the first Silent Hill connection.
No, that's fine. Brett, I know you're not really into much spooky games, but do you have but I mean, there's still got to be like
Oh yeah.
the first game that scared you. So
It's easily read. Well, actually, the
Oh, please say
Silliest-
Blue Stinger.
the silliest one that scared me was when I was 6 years old and I was playing Mortal Kombat 2, I hit an uppercut and Dan Forden did this toasty thing at the bottom of the screen, and it freaked me the fuck out. I turned off the game and didn't play it again for like 2 years.
What?
Oh wow.
Toasty scared me!
You're kidding.
I was
Brett,
6!
Brett, I kind of relate. There was a not scary game that scared the shit out of me as a kid, and that was Super Metroid.
Yeah. Well,
I
that
can
one
kind of
has
see that.
That's actually kind
that
of
actually makes sense.
Yeah, the environments, I can kind of see that.
And some of the monsters, but like it's just Dan Forden popping out of the bomb. But the way he popped out, it just freaked me the fuck out. Toasty!
Brett,
Yeah, the
I
hyper
can
toasty
relate
milk.
to you. I have one very stupid thing that freaked me out as a kid and kind of freaks me out today, and it's so dumb I'm not going to say it, but I do sympathize
Oh
with it.
no, please do.
I won't share it online because it's so dumb. Actually, fuck it. You know the poster for the first Spider-Man movie?
Yes.
Where it's just a big
Vaguely.
close-up of his eye.
Yeah, and he's just no. He's just crawling towards you.
Oh yeah. I had a shirt
Yeah,
with that
yeah.
on it.
It really freaked me out as a kid, but the thing is, I loved Spider-Man so much, and I thought he was a great character, and I was so excited for that movie, and I didn't find him himself or his costume scary, but the poster still freaked me out, and I don't know why.
I can
And,
kind of see that. I mean, your imagination could go wild because it is. I mean, he is
He could
creeping
be
towards you.
crawling through you.
Yeah, but one thing is my parents had a surprise for me one day because they knew I loved Spider-Man. So
Oh
I
no! Is this the Goose? Wait, Stevie, is this the Goosebumps story?
What do you mean Goosebumps story?
When you got locked in a room with the Goosebumps theme song?
No. That was the that's the Exorcist theme song. When I was locked in the dark room.
No, I'm talking about something different. But keep going. Sorry.
Oh, okay. But no, I came into my room and the surprise for me was a massive movie poster of that, and it was just there. It really freaked me out, and I was too embarrassed to say anything or to make them take it down because it was such a nice surprise really in theory.
In theory.
Yeah. So I just lived with this poster that freaked me out, and I would close one of my eyes when I was in the room, and the thing is, it was right close to my wall, so I would be sleeping right near it, and yeah. So that's. Don't worry, Brett. Toasty is nothing.
There
Wow.
was another small thing that scared me for a couple of years as well from a fighting game. Tekken 2 has the arcade mode and everything. The last two fights against Kazuya and Devil, they have special versus screens. And against Kazuya, it has a close-up of his eyes and he's glaring at you. And it's pretty cool. I was like, okay, this is way cool. And then you fight Devil, and it's that same face but blue skin and burning red eyes. And that freaked me the fuck out for years.
This is
the
what
red
happens
eyes.
when you grow up in the South.
But the first genuinely scary thing I encountered was Resident Evil 2, which I've talked about this moment a few times during this podcast, but I'll bring it up again. The interrogation room liquor. Scotty, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, it's in the demo of the game.
Yeah.
Is that the first liquor?
The very first. Yep.
No, not the very
Oh, no?
first one. No, this is where you take.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep.
This
Yep.
is where you take the chess piece out of the interrogation room, and then you walk just a little bit, and the liquor comes through the interrogation room mirror.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
It's later in the game before you have to go down into the basement of the police station.
Yeah.
And you have two rooms that you can go into. I think you can go into each one of them automatically, but one of them is the interrogation room where you have the police desk and you can see into the other. Or no, I'm sorry. You can't open the other one at first. You can only go into the one which is where you get interrogated and you have the big mirror, but obviously the cops are on the other side watching the interrogation, and you walk around. You actually need an item in there to progress, and you walk up to the mirror and you can say, oh, nothing, it's just a mirror or something like that, and the other door is locked. And then you have to go back in there, and once you do get an item, then a liquor bursts through the mirror and attacks you.
And the thing was, my dad was playing it, and we had the lights all turned down. It was about 11 at night.
Setting the mood.
Yeah, and then that happened, and we both jumped. Me a lot more than him, but we both weren't expecting it because we had one of those strategy guides that was kind of snarky about things. There's like, oh, you might just want to equip your shotgun just in case. It doesn't say anything about the liquor coming through. It's just like, yeah, just equip your shotgun just in
Brett,
case.
I have a weird mental image of your father. Because when I see your father getting surprised by the TV, I imagine him taking out a gun and then shooting it.
This happened in an old podcast, but everyone always thinks of Brett's dad as like this weird Texan nut with guns and everything. Like, it's such a weird character that everyone seems to.
All I'll say
turn
is you're
on
not
Brett.
Is
entirely wrong.
he always? Is he?
Texan,
Does he always
it's not
wear?
Texan.
Does he always wear some article of clothing that has camo on it?
Yes.
He's always ready to go hunting.
How many Confederate flags do you own?
None.
That's
Oh.
impressive, and I don't believe you.
I think there might be some in the attic, but I made them.
Here's a weird moment in video games that everyone cites as being scary, and I never thought was scary. I was actually kind of disappointed by the moment because everyone hyped it up. And that is in Resident Evil 1 when those dogs jump through the window in the beginning.
Yep.
It's just, I was expecting something so much scarier, and it just kind of just happens.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a classic
Actually-
jump scare that everybody references, but I think it was scarier back then because the internet wasn't as massive to tell everybody about it. You just heard that this game was scary, so you would play it, and it's really early in the game, so you have to. Well, actually, there is a way to totally avoid it, but most people, you have to go through that hallway and encounter that.
So the Resident Evil games, 1 and 2, didn't scare me all that much. And that might be because I played Silent Hill 1 first.
Probably.
Yeah.
You'd already
But,
gone through the psychological horror before you went through the sort of funhouse raw horror.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's not
Resident Evil 1
surprising
is
because
so much like a fun game to me.
I think the Resident Evil games, at least the first one, came out before the first Silent Hill, so that's why a lot of people played that one before Silent Hill. But my first kind of jump scare in a game was actually in Alien Trilogy for the PlayStation 1, which I now own on the Saturn, not on the PS1 anymore. But that game is still my favorite Alien game because there's barely any music in it. And plot-wise, it makes no sense because there's 3 queens in it, and you're always going through like the corridors that you find in the Aliens movie and stuff. But since there's barely any music outside of just like a little like pew 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 chick-a-doo, chick-a-doo, that kind of thing, all you hear is
The space groove.
yeah, exactly. But you'll hear when you're walking down corridors, and all you have are like xenomorphs and eventually different types of xenomorphs, but face huggers. But the first level you encounter there's like a face hugger here, face hugger there, and then a fucking xenomorph, and you're like, holy shit! And then you learn like, okay, I know what's going to be coming, but you have it's back in the 90s where you couldn't see that far down the corridor, so it's just black until you get so far, the pop-up and everything. So it kind of lends itself to that game, similarly how the fogging effects in Silent Hill and the hardware's limitations lent itself to those first couple of games. But in Alien, I was playing, and you have that generic sci-fi sliding door opening noise that's just like, vroom, and I'm playing and I'm just walking down the corridor and I hear a door open that's not me, and it's before I get down the hall. So I just hear the door. I'm like, okay, I'm going to turn around and go the other way. And I go around a corner and boom, xenomorph. I'm like, fuck! And so I was legitimately scared because the game kind of, it pulled a good one on me.
It pulled a boner.
And I played that before
Can I
Resident
just
Evil,
say-
so that was my first jump scare.
Can I just say how fucking brilliant the loading screens are in Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's sad that those are kind of going away, and that's what made that game awesome. And it's just another thing. It's another way someone was smart with hardware limitation, and they used that to kind of just build tension. Even if you know it's a room where there's nothing in there, it's still for a split second. You're like, fuck, come on.
Weirdly, Luigi's Mansion uses the same tactic with the opening doors. Like,
I know someone that was legitimately scared of that game and could not play it.
It's kind of like I don't know why they did that because it's not like it's supposed to be scary, but it's like genuinely like builds tension.
Yeah, that's funny. I do want to mention, but not tell too much about it because it'll spoil Condemned for Stevie. But Condemned, the first one, has one of the scariest moments I've ever encountered in games still.
I'll tell you what. I'll take off my headphones and give a thumbs up to the camera when the spoils are done.
Okay, that's cool. But I just want to mention it because they kind of mentioned it on Sega Nerds last week. But you're in a shopping mall. Neither of you guys have played through the first game, right?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
I don't have a 360.
Okay. You're in a shopping mall and you're trying to find this killer, so you're going through this this department store, and you're opening all these closets because you have to find clues and put them together. There's more like detective aspect in it. And there's like mannequins here and there, and you open up a door and there's a mannequin. You open up a door, there might be an enemy you punch the shit out of. And then you open up the door, for one thing, you find a factoid or something that you're reading for a little bit, and then you close the door, turn around, and there's like 30 mannequins all looking at you. You didn't hear a sound or anything. They're just there in your face. And it was legitimately like, what the fuck? And you're like, okay, so these things are moving on their own. So you have to like kind of squeeze through them and get through them. And every time you turn around, they're looking at you from whatever angle you're at. And or you'll turn around again and they'll be facing another way. So it's just
cool.
It fucking psychs you out, but I love it. And that was in the first Condemned. So I mean, it's decently into the game though too. But I'm excited to hear Stevie talk about it when he eventually gets there. So
I wanna take Stevie.
Yo.
Once Stevie's back, I want to talk about my favorite scary moment in a game.
I just realized that you could have gone the whole episode and I wouldn't have known.
yeah,
No,
maybe.
if we're are we just talking about just spook stuff in general at this point?
I wanted to mention it because Stevie's playing that game, so it reminded me of it. But I mean, we can talk about like general also super
I will
scary
say
parts.
one. Oh, go ahead, Tom.
I have one very specific moment I cite as one of the scarier moments in games because it doesn't do anything. It's just a voice actor's performance and the visuals give me a chill every time I play it. And it's a scene in Silent Hill 2. And I don't mind spoiling it a bit for Stevie because I want you to feel what I feel when you see this.
To be fair, Silent Hill 2, I know the plot already from there over the years before I even wanted to play it. I know it's scary.
Plus,
even though I know the plot details, I know it's still an experience. So you can go and say whatever.
It's this moment where you're talking to Maria or Mary in a prison cell, and it's where she literally, the voice actress, in the exact moment snaps between the two characters, from Mary back to Maria. And it's in that exact moment. The way the lighting just subtly shifts, and the way her voice tone changes to a completely different character, chills me every single time I get to this scene. And it's not scary, it's just fucking brilliant.
That's
I
cool.
want to see who voiced her.
Kind of like how William Dafoe did a good job with the Goblin, like that kind of chills.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, that wasn't really scary, but
Hey!
yeah, that wasn't really scary, but it was just, you know, it gets the reaction it's kind of hoping for, I think.
Every scene where he's in a mirror is amazing in that trilogy. Whenever you see Willem Dafoe in a mirror, he is
Thank God
amazing.
for you, Spider-Man. I say that a lot. I realize that I say that line a lot. Thank God for you, Spider-Man, and no one knows what I'm talking about because it's such a small, stupid moment in that movie.
I didn't even remember that from that movie.
It's at the very, very end where he finds out Peter is Spider-Man and whatever, and he's like dying, and he says some lines, and then he's just like, "Thank God for you, Spider-Man." When he
No way did the Green Goblin say that.
He did. You can fucking look it up.
I believe it. I need
Thank
to
God
see
for
it.
Spider-Man.
We need to have a Spider-Man marathon.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we're not using that poster as the cover.
I think.
for it.
I mean,
Oh,
as
yeah,
much
sure.
no. I do have to say though, Silent Hill 2, we keep talking about it so much. I think I'm going to try to play that this month, like for Halloween or something, because I did start it a while ago, and it was at I was at a buddy's house, and a bunch of us were just spending the night, and we, for some reason, we started playing Silent Hill. Like that's a real fun sleepover game. But we played it, and then for whatever reason, we decided to walk around his neighborhood because we're bored kids, and then we went back in. And it was at night, so it was dark and whatever, and we sat back down, and we're like, you want to keep playing Silent Hill 2? We're like, no.
Wait, you were a kid when you played this? That I can imagine, like, now going all around each other's house, let's play Silent Hill. Not like you want to play a more action-packed game. You don't want to be like, hey guys, let's stare into the face of existential horror.
Yeah, right.
Silent Hill 2 is a great seasonal game, and I recommend it to everyone. It's a game that you can play every year and still find new things to see.
Actually, you were talking earlier that nothing technically happens, but it's still scary. Silent Hill 2 does that at the beginning, and what I love about it is it really, really respects the intelligence of the player and knows that it's going for a more adult, and not adult as in, sex and boobs, but adult as in like a deep story, even though I don't want to be like, oh, it's deep. But the first like 30 minutes, you're just walking on this like long, lonely road to Silent Hill, and there's basically you're just pressing forward to do it, but it's brilliant, and it builds up the atmosphere in a way because you're actually physically participating in it. It's not like you're watching a cutscene of him walking, you're actually doing it, and it really, really builds it up, and it's a brilliant moment, and you're just walking down a road, but it's done so well that it comes off as terrifying, and that's a really, really scary moment.
It's it came out in 2001, so I wasn't even that young when it came out, but I don't know, it still freaked me out a good bit. But up until that point, all I had really played was the first one and a bunch of Resident Evil. So Resident Evil, it paved the way for a lot of survival horror, but it's not like one of the more scarier series out there, except for the remake and crap.
The Umbrella Chronicles.
I don't know. But I do want to show this picture real quick, since we're talking about Silent Hill so much. I took a picture in the morning, and I posted it to Twitter, and it might show up, maybe. Yeah, my Twitter update was today's weather forecast, Silent Hill.
Yeah, I've seen that in actually where I used to live. Every Christmas, so foggy, it would look even worse than that. Just you can't see a thing out of your face, and it because of Silent Hill, it becomes scary. Just these things might come out of the abyss.
But that was awesome though about that game, like on the PS1 and even still on the PS2. Like it was, you play games where there's pop-up and stuff, but they somehow managed to make you terrified of that. So I think the first one's still going to be one of the scarier ones because it's limited and it hides stuff from you.
Well, I have to say the difference between Silent Hill 1 and 2 is a lot of Silent Hill 1's best moments is when a thing happens. And a lot of Silent Hill 2's best moments are when nothing's happening.
Okay, I gotcha. That's like PT. Everyone fucking play PT. Barely anything happens for some of that demo, and it drives you nuts, and it makes you pee yourself.
Yeah. That's what I love about that kind of thing. Like I like horror where there's a physical threat, but what I really, really like is psychological and abstract thoughts as antagonists. Like I love the Blair Witch Project. You never see the Blair Witch. You're not even sure what the Blair Witch is, or does it even exist. It's just a force. The same with Antichrist. We've mentioned a bunch, but despite the gross out stuff in Antichrist, it's a fantastic movie. But in that, there's no physical presence. It's the forest that's evil. It's the environment, and that's what I really like about Silent Hill and Silent Hill 2 is that there's not a bad guy. There are the monsters, but there's also just this surrounding essence of the town that's just pure evil, and something that you can't get your head around because it's so abstract is scary enough that I love it.
That's cool. That's why I don't know if you guys saw the movie The Fog, or maybe it was The Mist. I can't remember.
The Mist.
Does The Mist have bugs?
Yep.
Okay. I watched The Mist and I enjoyed it until they showed like it's this town that just gets consumed by the mist, and people are dying, things are going crazy. You find dead bodies, bloody stuff everywhere. But then, as soon as it's revealed that it's giant fucking bugs, the movie is lame. It's the dumbest thing in the world.
I can recommend everyone who saw The Mist and thought it was really lame. Read the short story by Stephen King. It's in the
cool.
short story compilation called Skeleton Crew, and I believe it has its own standalone release. It's short. You can read it in like a weekend. And
Skeleton Crew.
Does it?
very good.
Does it have giant bugs in it?
It vaguely describes the creatures as being enormous bugs, but the most of the story doesn't even take place where the creatures are. It's 100% in this supermarket where society is being completely reshuffled.
Huh.
And that's the story. The story isn't about
That's what
the
it
mist,
should have
it's
stayed.
it's about what it did to the people.
Yeah, that's what it
It's more
should
of
have.
an excuse to evaluate this political system.
Yeah, that's why Walking Dead's so popular. Ta-da!
Walking Dead isn't about the zombies. It's about
No, it's not at all.
how humans are horrible to each other.
Yep. So, Stevie, did you have a picture for us this week?
Oh my god, literally, I'm not even joking, I fucking forgot about it. You know what, I've got a roll of sellotape right here. I'm going to draw a picture on it. Do something for 2 seconds and I'll see what I can do on this.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I sure do really like Smash Brothers. It's a
Are
good
we
game.
going
probably
to
not very
Depends,
scary.
you know.
like stuff that spooked us in later games and like later episodes? Because there's
sure.
a couple things that kind of will probably make y'all laugh at me, but there's a couple games that had some surprisingly
Brett, we would
stuff.
never laugh at you.
Bullshit.
I found the scariest thing in a more recent game. Does that work?
Oh no!
Villager!
The fucking villager in Smash Brothers?
No. Get that off the screen right now. Get that off.
It's too
No. That's too spooky. No.
Too spooky.
Too fucking spooky.
I wonder if Brett could
Right.
do a Silent Hill 2 Let's Play.
I would.
what's your
I'd like to play
Silent
Silent Hill 2. I'm not even gonna front because I have the soundtrack to it. I like that aspect of
The
it
Silent
already.
Hill soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks
Like
to
that's
any
a
game.
soundtrack you can appreciate even if you're not a Silent Hill fan. It is just pure musical genius. And like, well,
Brett, what's your scary moment? Stevie, you got plenty of time. You're doing
Um,
fine.
I've done my picture, it's done.
the weird scary moment for me was, well, there's really wasn't that spooky in the long run, but there's a bit in Final Fantasy 13 too. Go ahead and laugh now. I'll let you do it. Yep. There we go. Okay.
Hitting you so hard through the internet. That's what Tom was doing.
There's this bit in like the end game of it. I don't think Tom's ever going to finish it, so I'm comfortable speaking about this.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
You get trapped in an alternate universe and in like a dream world or something, and this level is called A Dying World, and that's already kind of spooky enough. And then you get there, and the skies are just blood red, the sands are gray, and the only light is like a weird spotlight surrounding your character so you see where you go. And the game has this thing where you can reveal like hidden items and stuff like that by hitting R1, like hidden like paradox items and stuff. If you go over to the people, you see like shadow people in this level. If you go over and do that, they transport to that time and then die, like right in front of you. And like the music as well. The music also helps with the atmosphere. It's a very atmospheric thing in a game you wouldn't expect like a real atmospheric horror to be in. But it's kind of cool, and it's one of the cooler moments of the game, and it spooked me out for a long time as well.
That's cool.
Final Fantasy Type 0 has a spooky moment at the end during the
Nope,
end
you can't talk about that game until you beat it.
You can't ever
Yeah.
mention the name until you've
rains
beaten it.
blood
You've shown us the
and-
screenshot of the credits with today's newspaper.
Cannot believe
Fine, I will wait until next time.
Oh my god, if Final Fantasy Type 0 HD comes out and Stevie finishes it before you do,
It won't happen. Believe
I'm
me.
going to be
He
so
won't
happy.
even buy it.
I want to give shout-outs to a game that was creepy but not really scary. It's called Echo Night, and it's on the PlayStation 1. The graphics have probably not aged that well. The gameplay, it's a point-and-click adventure, and you're trying to help ghosts on a ship. You have to put their souls to rest. But it does have one of the scariest boss battles because you don't have weapons in the game, so you have to like use the environment and stuff to fight it. So it's got a creepy atmosphere, and it's a cool little different thing on PS1, but it's called Echo Night. If anyone
There was
wants to try
apparently
it.
a sequel on PS2.
Yeah, it was on a space station, I think. That one kind of sucked.
The opening of Echo the Dolphin freaked me out.
Oh, there
I
we
forgot
go.
about that.
Okay. And
Yeah,
so, unless you guys
This
have
is
any...
actually kind of interesting for a PS1 game where it has the 4 different endings.
Yeah,
'Cause
it did
I
have
don't
that.
remember a lot of
That was-
people doing that back then.
Yeah, that was a lot of I think that started with that era more so, like the PS1 games, because Resident Evil had different endings, that had different endings.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, so
I
but
remember
unless you
like
guys-
people were saying like Shadow of Destiny was something unique because it had multiple endings back on PS2. So, I mean, it still wasn't exactly prevalent at that
Mhm.
time. So
Okay, that's
that's
Oh,
cool.
wait.
pretty cool.
I know something that'll scare Brett.
What you got?
Wait.
Let me get back.
Ooh.
It's evil. Get it away. Get
It's
away.
the
Get away.
wicked.
Get away.
Yeah.
No.
I'm so happy for the audio listeners right now.
All right, so I want to show you guys the alternate version that I had of the topic transition. I didn't end up using it, but this was what it was gonna be at first, and I was like, that's not scary. But here you go.
I like that one better actually.
That's a
So-
pretty good one.
Scream dude chilling at McDonald's. But now that Stevie's ready, right?
Yeah, I've the only
All
piece
right,
of
we're
paper I've got
gonna
right here
go.
is a stick of sellotape. So I've been through the lot because I forgot that my thing was happening.
I'm interrupting you.
Oh, okay.
Transition.
Stevie Wonder
Sorry.
is really blind.
So I forgot that today I was supposed to be drawing a picture like always. So I've done it on a roll of sellotape in the last 2 minutes. I promise I'm not phoning this in at all. It's a legitimate segment still. And this is definitely not me running out of ideas. But I've drawn a cool guy for you people on the stick of sellotape. So I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, it's me.
No, it's just a guy with sunglasses. And
Wow.
wow.
it's me.
These are transitions, so it
There you
counts.
go, it's Tom. This is a picture of Tom being a cool guy.
God damn it!
Um,
I wanted to be cool for once in my life.
And I'll put you on something if I need to stick anything anywhere. Not like that. But I will do it. But yeah, that's my art corner for today. Is a cool
You're
guy.
gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Next time you
With
need the
shades.
tape.
So why is there a cool guy on this tape? I don't want to use.
I
This
don't-
is too rad.
I want to frame this.
Yeah, exactly.
It
So,
no need to frame it. You could just stick it.
You want to take a screenshot of this, Scotty, and put it up for the listeners so they can
I
look
got
at it.
this.
So they
All
can
right.
get the artistry behind it.
Yes, I will do that. He has stick hands, but a large body, and he looks like he could be in Real Monsters or Invader Zim to me.
What do you mean? He looks like a human.
Yeah,
This is hair.
right. Sure does.
Right. Well,
So, no, that was good. Tom, what's your artistic,
I also
reaction
drew
to
a
that?
picture of a phone to prove that I'm not phoning it in.
And I thought you might be until I saw that. Now I know. It's just
For sure that you are.
No, I'm not. It was like, oh, if I draw one, the person who wouldn't take the effort to draw one wouldn't be phoning it in. But if I draw a phone, that proves that I can't phone it in because I'm drawing the thing that I'm supposed to be doing, where that isn't the thing that I'm really doing.
Stevie, I got an art assignment for you.
Okay.
I want you to draw Brett and I on our honeymoon.
I'll do that next week.
Oh man.
God damn it.
All right.
Hey.
It's
make
now like
sure-
a cool little bum band as well. That's good.
Wait. make sure you include this in the artwork.
I'll make sure to put some anime on it.
No. The game's called Marriage.
Okay, I'll put something on it.
That sounds like the beat. That sounds like a line in a rap song. The game's called Marriage.
Shut up, Thomas Gambino. I've got his next line.
Bitch, come with me, get into my carriage.
So that was Steven.
Fuck you so hard that my eyes will turn glue. Look at my cum, it's gonna sit there like glue. Stick your legs together, bitch. Lick that out. I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna go shower.
While thinking about that, we're gonna go into the listener questions.
I have to pee.
Oh, that's not a question.
So can I pee? This isn't Nick Nuyanas anymore?
No, he's been dead.
Nick Nugan doesn't ask anymore.
Aww.
Maybe because he never watched the podcast to begin with.
Did he really?
He watched.
Sure yeah, sure, whatever.
No, he watched our Sonic 06 stuff, so I mean...
That's not the podcast.
I give him
Wait,
reasonable doubt just
we
for
did
sitting
say
through
that he
trip.
had to tweet. Didn't we say that he had to tweet something to prove that he watches this?
Yeah, he never did.
Yeah, there you go, Nick Nuyan.
Asshole.
Nick Nuyan, if you want to prove yourself one more time, just tweet or DM any one of us the words
Cock
sausage.
milkshake.
Cock milkshake sausage like.
You have to DM Brett dick pics. That's how we'll know.
No!
No, what you have to do is you have to MS Paint a dick pic onto Lightning from Final Fantasy 13.
I hate lightning.
Tom, you could have peed all this time while we haven't answered a single question yet.
Yeah.
Do you have to go bad enough that you want us to wait, or do you want
Let's just go. Let's just
All right.
go. We're on a clock here.
Okay.
Alex Dalia asks, any of you guys played D? That was on the Sega Saturn, I believe.
No.
D, Dracula game.
No, it looks good though.
I have not. I've been meaning to. I keep forgetting that game exists.
I can't wait
video
until
game.
there's one on 3DS.
The Happy Video Game Nerd does a review of it, and it's a pretty good review that highlights everything. So check out the Happy Video Game Nerd on YouTube and his
There
D
you
review.
He's great
was,
as well.
Dreamcast
His Splatterhouse series is great.
His Earthbound review is spectacular.
Alex DeLea also asked, was the Alien trilogy better on the Saturn? It was almost the exact same thing on the Saturn as it was on the PS1. I just bought it on the Saturn because I like Sega. But I will say that was a game also.
He wanted to get the Saturn because it's out of this world.
Yeah.
We are 5 years away from entering the 21st century.
The years 2003. Autobots have invaded Earth. The fun part of Alien Trilogy, one thing I forgot to mention, is it totally takes away from the scare factor, is putting in like invincibility in all weapons so you can just mow down shit. And then he asks, what's the spookiest Genesis game? Zero Tolerance can be scary if you're playing by yourself at night in darkness and you suck at the game and don't have weapons and have to fight everything with your fisticuffs.
Can we add that to the Sega Addicts drinking game? Scotty bringing up Zero Tolerance.
He has zero tolerance for drinking.
There isn't one because we're not allowed to drink on here anymore. Just because one time I ruined the whole episode.
Tom didn't help either when he was drinking. So.
I kind of, I set the bar and then.
And then I just
Stevie
crossed it and
he
ran over
threw it
it.
aside. Yeah.
Just fuck that bar.
I'm trying to
I'll go
think
to this
of
bar.
like a
In my
scary
defense,
Genesis game.
I'm a classy drunk.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
everyone can know I am not, so.
I don't know what that means. Are there many scary Genesis games? There wasn't really too many spooky things during that era, I don't think.
I think the scariest one I remember is Mortal Kombat.
Oh, that's
Anyone
right.
else
We
like-
forgot that was Brett's nightmare.
Did anyone else like
Dan
Alien,
Ford appearing in my nightmares.
What did you
No
say,
one?
Tom?
Alien 3?
I didn't play much of that game because I thought it was bad. Oh, I forgot about Splatterhouse. What the hell?
Jesus.
Um,
How
Splatterhouse
can we
3.
forget about that?
Splatterhouse 3 did legitimately freak me out as a child, because when did that game come out? Like 93 or something? So what was I, 7 or 8? The one boss in that game that is the teddy bear that it's a teddy bear and it just like waddles up to you and you punch it and kick it aside and it's hilarious because you're beating the shit out of a teddy bear. But then his head falls off into a pile of blood. His arms grow real long and have claws and whatever, and there's a gross, demangled like stomach mouth that erupts, and that thing tries to kill you. And I didn't beat that recently, or until recently when I reviewed it for the site, I think last year or maybe the year before. But yeah, Splatterhouse 3 was scary for me anyway when I was 8, so there you go.
When I played like bit era games, I was not allowed to play grown-up games. So
Splatterhouse isn't really a
many.
grown-up game. It's more for like 9-year-olds who are like,
No,
"Oh my god, so much gore."
It's not
It was,
for kids.
it was a joke. But for my parents back then, that was the rule.
I'm trying to find like a list of scary
My
games.
dad didn't. My dad didn't like me playing Cruisin' USA because
What?
the woman that started you off was in a bikini.
Good gosh.
What?
That is the type of house I grew up in.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So I typed in scary Sega Genesis games, and the first thing that came up was Echo the Dolphin.
That is true. That is a scary-ass game.
Mainly because like at the end it turns into like this weird H.P. Lovecraftian
Yeah.
style alternate dimension sci-fi story. It's really weird.
How have we
I
not
don't even
mentioned
know.
Night Trap? That was
Echo the
horrifying.
Dolphin is a hardcore sci-fi series, and that's not even a lie.
Huh. I didn't know that. I think that was his last question there. Normally Brett would be handling these, but he's playing a fighting game while we're recording.
Wait, was that seriously
I
all
would
the
rather
listener
him be
questions?
playing Type Zero, so
we
he can.
have
fucking finish.
other questions. Shigzilla asks, "Donde está el baño?" I think it's baño, which
Yeah.
is where is the bathroom?
That's where I need to be
ask
right now.
Tom.
Mine's across the hall.
Over there.
Mine is calling to me because I also have to poo.
Shigzilla
Mine-
asks,
Mine's down the road in a trash can.
okay.
The fuck, Brett?
Shigzilla
fuck?
What, you
asks,
guys don't
just
remember the
one.
running I'm living in?
Why
Alex
walk
Kidd
all the way?
in Shinobi World versus Shinobi? Could it happen?
Alex Kidd in Shinobi World is the game I like more.
Wait, is it the PS2 Shinobi? Because anything is better than that.
I think
I think-
all he said was Shinobi. He's talking about the very first Shinobi.
I think we're talking about Master System, so I'd have to say Alex Kidd in Shinobi World is a better game on the Master System than Shinobi.
I'd probably actually be able to beat Alex Kidd in Shinobi World because Shinobi is damn cheap at some points.
Yeah.
Let's
Shinobi
see.
is basically the Ninja Gaiden of Sega.
Except
Yeah.
a little bit better. No,
No,
actually-
actually, that would be Comic Zone. Except
Yeah.
harder.
Yeah.
Much harder.
Comic Zone is fucking impossible. I don't
Yeah.
know how you beat that game.
Shigzilla
don't-
asks, if 3 of you were the lone gunman, who would be who? If there are 4 of you, last picked is the spy. Take him out.
I'd probably be the spy.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
d-
seen it.
When I
This
Google
isn't-
it, it looks like 3 dudes who are part of like a 1970s prog rock band.
Fuck yeah! All right.
Why
let me
don't we
find
do
a picture.
Kiss? Let's just all decide which members of Kiss
All right.
win.
So
I wanna be Gene
Brett, share
Simmons.
that photo so that we can all pick our person then.
Okay. 1 second, let me get downloaded.
You don't want to do Kiss?
Are any of them Asian?
Oh, wait.
No.
Is he talking about the lone gunman from X-Files?
No, I don't know.
I mean,
Yes.
you're
Yes, he
confusing
is.
us.
Yes, he
Okay.
is.
Okay, good. I haven't seen the X-Files in years. So
Me
no.
neither.
You'll still recognize these guys, though, right? The lone gunman.
No.
Let me
Oh!
pull it up.
I do remember them.
I can't get this centered because I'm doing things reversed. I would probably be the...
Garth?
No, I'm Garth.
Sure, Brett can be Garth, I guess. I'd probably be the guy in the leather jacket. Stevie, you can be the guy in the suit because you can formally talk to people the best out of any of us.
No, I want to be Gene Simmons.
He's not in there. And Tom, I guess that makes you
Okay,
the spy.
there's three of you. There's three of them. Or are there four lone gunmen?
There's 3.
There's
they
three.
are.
Okay, you guys can be the lone gunmen. I'll be Gene Simmons.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, I don't want to be
I
the
haven't got
ugly
that
guy.
long a tongue though.
I'll be the dude in the suit. I'll be the narc because I don't want to be the ugliest one. So Tom, you can be
What?
the ugliest one.
What's Shiggy's next question?
Is it who is Gene Simmons? Because we've already asked.
I'm just glad he mentioned that because I've been watching X-Files lately. Okay, Shigzilla asks, I want an X-Files movie. If Sega had created X-Files, do you think they'd make a third movie and only release it in Japan? No and yes.
Oh my god. Shiggity, I love you. This is
No, they
such
would-
a specific question.
They would not create a third movie, but then they would only release it in Japan.
That's, what would the plot of a third X-Files movie be? Because I didn't like the first one.
The plot of the
it would
third
be,
one.
Think about Anarchy Reigns and put Mulder and Scully in there, and that's it.
Actually, I've got a good
That
idea.
actually sounds
What
good.
happens? They're investigating. There have been a spree of murders in this science lab, that's working on spiders are creepy. That's working on genetically modified radioactive spiders, I guess. And Mulder accidentally gets bit by one of them, and at the same time, Scully is developing this hoverboard technology. And basically, I think what would be good is if Mulder became a superhero type guy, and Scully became a mythical creature and a mix, I don't know, a goblin or something. I think that would be a good plot for the third X-Files movie.
So X-Files,
what
the
if
anime.
Scully became Venom instead?
I would be okay with that.
Scully
I
in
have
the
no idea
symbiote
what you mean.
suit.
Venom? What's that? I'm
Where they
pitching my
find
idea
them.
for
Oh,
an
Venom.
X-Files.
They find the map to a hidden treasure from some pirate, and they have to drive around town, and they find the treasure, and then they find out that because they found the treasure and this pirate ship, that the golf course doesn't have to get made where their houses are, and they can still live in their neighborhood and still go on zany adventures together.
The fuck?
Okay.
My favorite one, I think the plot of it should be that they meet this senator, and what he wants to do is breed a lot of violence, and then things go on and on and on.
Here's what I think.
I described
They should-
Goonies, Tom. Get it. Read a book.
Oh.
This is what they should do.
No.
They should the third X-Files movie, if it's gonna be released in
Goonies
Japan.
isn't a fucking book.
I mean,
All right, so Shigzilla asks,
fuck y'all.
Brett, I heard you talk about the job switch. Congrats. Fun fact, my first job was
I
there.
didn't even go. Because it was too far away.
What do you mean it was 2? How far was it?
Like
Why did you?
like an almost 40-minute drive to get there.
So I drive to work every day.
No, but
Make
nobody.
it work.
You
Leave
aren't as
Walmart.
dedicated.
And plus,
as Scotty.
Sears is fucking. It's dead. It's dying. They've already closed 3 stores in the state. So
You know what? You should go get a position at Blockbuster. I heard they're doing really good.
Yeah, they're doing real well. If you just clean out the feral wolves wherever they are in the stores,
Yeah.
then you'll be good.
If you can just get rid of the cobwebs, then you'll find a lot of movies.
Yeah. Lots of them.
Oh,
You'll
my
probably find that
God.
first demo unit that I played a Sega Genesis on.
Brett, as someone who used to be a manager at a Blockbuster, I assure you, even if you could
Wow.
resurrect that, it's not worth it.
I want to hear some stories from that sometime.
Yeah.
I'm sure those are great.
After this show, fucking it's After Hours with Tom talking about Blockbuster.
Okay, and Shigzilla has one last thing he says, which I love it. He says, fun fact number 2, put in my 2-week notice, but they made me quit immediately because I wrote that I wanted a bat for using on jerk customers.
I agree with you. I
Did
wish.
that really happen, Shiggity? Because if it is, then lame.
What's even more hilarious is since it's Halloween season, I pictured that he wants a trained bat to attack people with,
You're a vampire.
not a baseball bat. So that's good.
I'm Shiggity.
But thanks for all the questions, guys, Alex and Shigs. So last but not least, we're gonna go and find our.
Let's give Shiggity homework.
Okay.
Shiggity, draw a picture of all of us.
No,
Oh,
get a new job.
jeez.
That's your homework.
That's my
so
homework.
Anyway.
No, better homework. Get your job with a picture of all of us.
Yeah, just make that your cover letter for your resume. So, up next we got the plugs, which, and you should. Stevie, what do you have to plug?
I have to plug just my Twitter, the Stevie Grom, Press Pause Radio, I guess. Oh, one thing I've got to plug is there is a new episode of Chucklebits Radio out now. If you go to chucklebitsradio.blogspot.co.uk, I think it is, or blogspot.com. I should probably find out the link to the things I want to plug, really. Let me type it in so I can find it out.
Tom, why don't you go first?
I am at Sega Tomcast on Twitter. You can find my art at facebook.com/AvantisArt. You can find me posting stuff on Tumblr at theamazingtom.tumblr.com. And I have to pee.
Brett, what are you going to plug?
I'm going to go pee.
Toilet.
I am going to.
You're going to miss the dance party, Tom.
That's fine. There's no dancing except for you. I have to plug Thursday Throwdown every Thursday night on twitch.tv/Sega Addicts. It's me and Tom and occasionally special guests like Scotty and Stevie just playing some fighting games, and after a little bit opening the room up to all of our lovely viewers to come fight with us. We're going to be doing Persona pretty much all month. So if you've got Persona 4 Ultimax, a genuinely great game, come and play with us, and it'll be awesome. We also have our review of Persona 4 Ultimax on our YouTube channel. I'll have it on the main site Sunday evening. So this is going to be in the past. This is showing how far in the past we are. I've just been lazy about getting it up there. But yeah, we will have.
That's what she said.
Yep, there we go. But yeah, I will have the video on the main site as well as our YouTube channel. And do check that out because Ultimax is a milestone game, and only the second game we've rated as.
Well, don't give away the rating.
I'm not going to give it away. I'm just going to say it's
You
only
pretty
the
much just did.
Yeah,
it's only the it's only the second time we've rated something this rating. So.
I think we can
Certainly.
guess. If it's worth mentioning like that, then we're all pretty much sure what the rating is.
It's big. Anyways, yeah, watch that fun episode. Come play with us on Thursday. It's gonna be fun. And
On a scale of A to F, it got the rating of Big the Cat. He said it's big.
oh god. No, it got the rating of Boobs the Rack.
Excellent.
I am also.
Probably... Sorry, go ahead.
I am also Rainmaker Agito on Twitter and Tumblr. I am Psy Avenger on PlayStation Network. And, I don't know if I have anything else I want to plug. So, there you go.
That's what she said. Stevie, did you have more things to plug, or did you...
I know the name of my URL now, which is chucklebitsradio.blogspot.co.uk, although I think you can use .com, it might redirect. Either way,
Ooh.
Thomas likes it. If Thomas likes it, and you like the same thing as Thomas, I don't know why I'm pointing to nothing. But if you like the same,
Tom likes nothing.
if you like Sailor Moon, if you like anime, if you like Silent Hill 2, you'll like Chucklebits.
If you like Nanako Dojima, you will like.
There you go. The latest episode was about Windows 95, and we do a commentary on a promotional video that Jennifer Aniston and Matthew Perry took place in. And there's a pun, which is "Have a Perry Christmas," so you can imagine.
Oh my god! You found that video?
Yeah.
All I've ever seen is like the cover art, and it looks bad.
Oh, you have no idea. And if you want to experience that with me and Michael Westgarth, who's been on this show before, then Chucklebits might be something you want to listen to. I don't know. Maybe it's something you want to listen to. I'm not sure.
I think it is.
I would like to plug first the Sega Nerds podcast that we guested on last week. And we talked about Dreamcast indie games and finish out the Dreamcast month, so go check that out. I forget which episode number that is for them, sorry guys, but go find it. It's titled Another Dreamcast Episode. I would also like to plug my band, Wine and Spirit. We're on Twitter and Facebook. Twitter, we are Wine Spirit PGH. I am on Twitter myself, Scotty Mofo Show, and my Nintendo code is way too long to plug for the sake of Smash Brothers. So I'll post it in the info of this if people actually do want to play Smash with me or add me or whatever. And let's see what else. We are going to have a review. We are gonna have a review for Alien Isolation eventually. I'm gonna try to pick that game up as soon as possible, so people might hear my thoughts on Twitter, but we'll have an actual review of it. I won't review it on Twitter or anything, but I'm just saying scary game. Bleh. But I don't have it with me. One thing we forgot to mention for Sega related is Alien Isolation actually made it onto the cover of Game Informer this month for their horror month. So that's kind of cool. When was a Sega game last on the cover of a magazine besides
I think
Sonic?
you just said horror month just then, and I love a horror month.
Horror.
Horror, bloody hell.
Oh, wow.
Scary month of things. All right, so I've been Scotty Mo, the host here, doing whatever. Tom's with us and forgot how to wear a hat.
He's gangsta, yo.
Yeah, say something. Okay, and Brett plays a lot of games with his stick, Hatfield.
Damn right.
And
Check out my big stick.
has the most expensive coaster in the world, Grant.
Have a Perry Christmas.
Oh, damn it. So, we've been the Sega Addicts. We're going to dance to some and hope everybody else enjoys them.
He's doing his breakdancing.
Okay. We sure have been the
it's
Sega Addicts, and we sure are awesome.
There was no
Have some
cat. I'm
chicken
disappointed.
nuggets. There's no cat because shit! Holy hell! I looked out the hallway and there's a cat. All right, so we've been the Sega Addicts. Good night.
Okay, it's